Hi there, this is Adiel. I'm speaking to you on April the 7th, and today I'd like to talk very briefly about three things: tenants and their ability to pay, government stimulus, and inflation. So now we talked about the tenants and our fear that some of our tenants may not be able to pay us because they might be laid off, they might not be able to be working from home. We already talked about that. But there is another piece of information that we need to consider, and that is the unemployment benefits. The government made the unemployment benefits bigger to the extent that a lot of people will actually get about as much as they were making while they were employed. In some cases, it might even be a better situation because less taxes are going to be withheld. So a lot of the tenants that may not be working, once the unemployment payments will kick in, they may be in a position to be able to pay the rents just like when they were working. So that's one issue to consider. In fact, some of the tenants who will be getting unemployment might do something else from home and might end up making even a little bit more. So that's one point to consider. Another point to consider is, as we know, the interest rates are now at pretty much their lowest point historically. They are extremely low. We also know the government has already applied and is applying a stimulus of a little more than $2 trillion. They will inject liquidity into the financial markets to what seems to be the tune of $4 trillion. And now the government wants to work on the second stimulus, probably in the form of some infrastructure stimulus, but that's also likely going to be to the tune of $2 trillion. When a government prints $8 trillion, once the crisis is over, the economists will say that means there will be a good size, a pretty strong inflation. So with all the stimulus money, there will be so many dollars circulating that inflation seems to be inevitable. So now here, once again, we talk about buying single-family homes in good areas in the Sun Belt, getting a 30-year fixed-rate loan where the payments and the balance never change with inflation at the lowest rates in history, and then just holding it forever or for a long time. When inflation comes after the crisis, you will feel pretty much like a genius. Interest rates are likely to zoom up. The payments are likely to zoom up. You will need more dollars to buy anything, including the houses. Everything normally keeps up with inflation, once again, except for your mortgage payment. And you are getting the mortgage payment at the lowest interest rates in history. So I would say getting good homes in good areas with the 30-year fixed rate loan at today's rate and thinking that inflation is likely, pretty much, well, likely to come after the crisis, the combination says, let's invest now. Thanks. We'll talk to you soon.